Welcome back to the River's Edge Radio Network. We are proud to be sponsoring tonight. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9. The grand reopening of the James Street Ballroom at the James Street Gastropub and Speakeasy. And we have Scott and Rosanna here in studio. You guys are going to be performing at the event. How excited are you?
Woo woo! We are super excited. We've never played in the ballroom before, so we're just excited to be part of this night. James Street is such a fixture in the music community in Pittsburgh, and this is just really special for us to be at this event tonight.
Yeah, it's very cool. And you've played there before, correct?
Yes, we've played there before. We played downstairs in the Speakeasy, and we played upstairs in the dining room, and now we're going all the way up
Moving
to the top
on up
to the ballroom.
I'm excited to see the renovated space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. They've done a lot of work there. When I was there for I interviewed Kevin Safner, the manager
Yeah,
of the
Kevin.
place. Yeah, and I was there, and we actually did the interview in the ballroom to just kind of see what was going on.
Nice.
And they were in the middle of getting it ready during the interview, so we actually had to stop everyone, be quiet for a minute, because they were all hard at work and getting everything together, and it was really cool to see the wheels in motion.
Yeah, that's
So-
awesome.
So how did you guys meet?
We met at Cal U in the jazz band.
Yes, indeed. I was the guitar player, and Rosanna was the vocalist for the jazz band.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that angelic voice, and it drew me in. And yeah, we became friends, and eventually we started dating. And fast forward 3 years, and we're gonna get married next
All right.
spring.
Yay.
Woo woo!
And you recorded your first 2 EPs at Cal U, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah,
in
just-
Gallagher Hall.
Mhm.
We did it all ourselves, and we learned a ton. And we're actually recording a new one ourselves currently. That should be done maybe by the end of this year.
Yeah, hopefully.
Where did
Yeah.
you guys record that at? The one that's coming out this year?
At a friend's home studio.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
he's renovating his house, and we're kind of one of his guinea pigs.
yeah,
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
And he's playing on the album too, so it's a really collaborative project. We're having fun.
That's very cool. That's going to be exciting. And what's it like to release something like that? How does that feel to know that you've put together a product and you're able to push it out there for people to hear every day?
It's cool. I mean, just to make something yourself and something that other people can appreciate and be a part of, and it's just really special. I never even thought going into college and before we met that I would ever be doing anything like this. So it's really exciting.
yeah. Just our music in general really evolved. We started just because a bar reached out to us. They needed some music in Charleroi, actually.
Okay.
And we got a couple songs together, and we needed a name. And we're like, all right, well, just do Scott and Rosanna. And they put that on the marquee. And
we got business cards, and then it just kinda
yeah, and then we just started to write some songs together, and it just kind of snowballed. And before you knew it, we recorded something, and people seemed to like it, and
yeah.
we haven't stopped since. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
And the Cal U areas, it's interesting because Cal U, you said you were we were talking off air that you were involved in the music technology field. Scott,
Yes.
Is that correct?
yes,
And that was newer, and it's interesting because Cal U went from just having a music minor, and they seem to really be developing the music program.
yeah. I
that
was one of
from
the
that.
right. I was one of the very first students to go through the program, and it was great. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. They really, I learned a ton, and yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there, but yeah, it's really growing. It's a huge program now. I think there's over 50 kids in the program, and it's very competitive to get in. And there's juries, and you gotta really be proficient at your instrument. And yeah, they really push that, which I think is important. The performance side of music,
Mhm.
and that's what I really took away from. Yeah.
It blows my mind to see how many great musicians come out of Cal U. It's kind of crazy. There's
There
several
are a
bands
lot.
that are on our network that have come from Cal.
Yeah.
And it just it's like so random in a way. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's down
I mean,
there
you
in
wouldn't
the
think
Mon
because
Valley.
music isn't the main,
No,
focus at Cal. It's an education school, but yeah, I mean, even when we were there were some great bands and just some great groups getting together, and
I think
it
when
was
you get all
fun.
those young, musicians together, some, sparks will fly.
Well, I think also they've been doing a lot of legwork with the underground cafe that they
Yeah,
have.
that's
at
really
CalU,
grown a lot
and
too.
I know Joe's Arts keeps trying to become a center of the arts at CalU, and they
Yeah.
keep finding different struggles, which is unfortunate.
It's such a beautiful space.
It is, yeah.
It really is. I was blown away. I had no idea that was up there.
Sadly, local politics and things are, what's they've been dealing with.
Yeah.
So that's kind of aggravating.
Yeah.
So, but James Street, they've had their own issues. They're now, they've got it all figured out. They're reopening. The community has helped raise the money and sponsor the event. So this is really a community-driven event. And I think that's really awesome. And I want to know, how did you guys get involved with this grand reopening?
Well, we've just, we moved back from Brooklyn actually in December, and we were living there for about 2 years, and I don't know, when we moved back, we just really started trying to get involved the most that we could in the music community, and just meeting other musicians who play at James Street a whole bunch, and we just started getting on the bill at a couple events there, and just started getting to know some of the people who work at James Street, and we were just lucky enough that they reached out and asked us if we wanted to be a part of it. So that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How was it living in New York? How different was it from living here in Pittsburgh? Because I'm sure Pittsburgh is kind of like a small little town in comparison.
Yeah, New York was something. It was something. We
Yeah.
had fun. We had fun. I mean, it was, we went there to kind of just see what was out there music-wise, and how people were making it all work, and it was a struggle, but I mean, we had great jobs up there. We were teaching kids music. Scott was teaching a ton of kids in different programs music, and we learned a bunch. We wrote a bunch of songs, just got really inspired when we were up there, and I think we got what we needed to out of
Yeah,
that
it was a great
experience.
experience. But I would be happy if I never went back there, to be honest.
That's true. You make sure to make a point of that.
Pittsburgh is the
Too
home.
big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh rules. I mean,
It really,
I don't know. The grass is not always greener on the other side, for sure. I mean, Pittsburgh's such a great city.
Yeah.
Especially from just my experiences in other cities, it makes me really appreciate Pittsburgh. And what it has to offer.
And
How
it's so close knit. I'm sorry.
No, go for it, yeah.
I'm just thinking. I'm just so appreciative, of us coming back, and we didn't really know anyone, and didn't really have a community. That's really what we were looking for, is to just be a part of a community. And everyone, all the musicians here are just so close and supportive and promoting each other, and that's what it's all about. In New York, it was a little different. It's more of a competition and who can I knock out, and here it's so much easier. And
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, I can understand that and relate as somebody on my side of the business, because I like to go to a lot of open mic nights and things like that, because you can meet a lot of people there, and you see a lot of the same people go to the different open mic nights, and you develop friendships with people going to these events, and then you start going to their concerts, and you see
Yeah.
the same people that are at the open mic nights
absolutely
coming to the
yeah,
concerts.
and then you start to
watch.
form new bonds, and then hey, you play this and I play this, and let's get together, and I just love it. That's how new music is born.
Yeah, I think I missed 2 weeks. I think I'm coming into my second week where I had to miss one of the open mic nights that I go to, and I got a message from somebody yesterday, hey, miss you, because I have not been there for 2 weeks. I'm like, well, it's not like I disappeared. I just got a
Yeah.
little busy, but
That's awesome.
yeah, but that's kind of cool that people, I don't know, recognize that, or they notice when you're gone, and
Yeah.
I think that may be something that's different about this town versus other places.
Absolutely.
How do the music scenes compare? Because I feel like Pittsburgh's really starting to, well, not starting, it's been there, but it's really starting to come to the forefront that we have this strong music scene here in Pittsburgh, and a diverse music scene as well. I know, obviously, there's a lot of great, acoustic acts and different rock groups, but then also like on the metal scene, for example, we were rated, I think, 2 or 3. I think we were rated 3 in the country, if not 2. And that's like
No
a smaller
way.
niche, here in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, and we were rated high up in that niche as well.
Wow.
So it just seems like all different genres of music are really starting to, I don't know, take prominence in the city and start to get noticed.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and
The music scene there, I mean, there's just so many shows every night.
every single night.
So a lot of our friends were also musicians. So when we had a show, they also had a show. So we had a hard time just, getting people to come. I mean, it wasn't hard to get shows. It was
No.
just, you really had to have a following, which we didn't have. And
Yeah, I mean, we moved there by ourselves. We didn't really know anyone, and so yeah, I found that very interesting. It was very easy to get shows, but the promotion and bringing people and everything regarding that, the promotion side of things, it was all on us, and it was tough. It was tough, but it was good experience, a good learning experience, and that just made it all the more like awesome to come back home and
Sure.
just have a big group come back home and hug
who
us
says
and
you
welcome
can't
us.
go home?
Well, I know you guys have another gig to get to, so I don't want to keep you too long. But I will see you tonight, and I'll be there, so I'm looking forward to seeing you guys.
Excellent.
And I know you guys have a song you wanted to play, correct?
Sure,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do it. A performance before the performance before the performance.
There you go. Exactly. So this song is called Black Heart White.
Okay.
You can sit there, talk your talk, but I could tell you no one's listening. Blowing all that smoke you want, but I will never take you in the ring. See, I've had more than enough, it's time to leave. And it'd be more than enough if you believed in something. The great divide, I go left, you go right. But this time, I'm not turning around. No, 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 no. Well, you're the first to aim the blow, but tell me, how can you discriminate against the ones responsible for putting dinner on your dinner plate? See, it's amazing to me that you can breathe without the slightest possibility of finding release. You wanna back down, wanna drag me around, I won't bite. I'll never make your black heart white. No, 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 up, up, no, no, no. You treat me like a child. You sit me down and take me for the fool. I know not, no, 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 you've been there for a while. I bet it's lonely on your pedestal. No, 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 you treat me like a child. You sit me down and take me for the fool. I know not, no, 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 you've been there for a while. I bet it's lonely on your pedestal. Well, you could sit there, talk your talk, but I could tell you no one's listening.
Woo! Scott and Rosanna, 9 p.m. Doors open at 8 p.m. at the ballroom, the grand reopening party, sponsored by the River's Edge at the James Street Gastropub and Speakeasy. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Looking
Thank you for
forward to
having
seeing
us
you.
this morning.